Hello McLaren fans. So a long time ago I did a video of this Hot Wheels Speedtail, and I have my own 3D printed wheels on it. And I think for a mainline it's quite nice, you know, because the actual shape of the car isn't too complex, so Hot Wheels can pull it off. But it's time for a premium brand to take over. Alright. Now sadly I had a unfavorable or less appealing, not fun review of the LCD model Pagani Utopia, mainly because I feel they're lazy and not painting the vents. But LCD did the Speedtail, I guess, this year, and so I thought I'd take a look. That foam probably isn't stock. This should be licensed if anything like the Pagani one. Maybe not. Interesting. Well, let's see. Maybe, no, it is. So, yeah. You can get official licensing products from LCD models if that's important to you. Pleasantly, my case is not cracked. And then we got this QC thing, which I do think this brand does have an actual quality control department of some sort, or compared to other brands. Tarmac. Anyways. And apparently Mini GT. I was watching a feed from I think it was called Booster Diecast, and he's gotten a whole run of Mini GTs that are just horrible, and so that company I think is just expanding too quickly. Anyways, that's not off topic, so let's go to this here. We have the placard here. I'm not going to really talk about the car too much because I already spoke about it in the Hot Wheels review, so we're just going to, you know, look at this model. It's just it's an awesome car. I think this is probably the most attractive of the McLarens of recent years. Alright, well, yeah, photo etched. Yeah, it's all engraved there, etched out. It's just a plain plastic base. Looks like we have one screw holding it down. There's probably nothing to see on the bottom, but since there's no tow hooks or really sensitive parts, I guess I can take it off and I'll just put it back on later. This is a little different than the Utopia also. The Utopia had a different pin system. Anyways, let's get that out of the way. Let's see. Let's just take a look at the bottom quickly. Alright, it's nice that they tell you what the scale is, what the car is made in China, and then it tells you the brand. So the only thing missing is like the copyright or like, you know, some sort of indication as to how old this particular model is. If for some reason you want to take it apart and repaint something or maybe fix a problem, you could, because it is screwed together, so that's nice. I gotta say, it's pretty well detailed. I mean, this is a fast car, so it's probably, it does look like that underneath, right? Just for aerodynamic reasons. Interesting little brake channels there, brake venting. You know, look at this. This is cool. It's like a really bright shiny silver for these heat, what do you call it? Like heat insulation, heat deflector. Like, it looks like the foil you'd see on a spacecraft, and that's because the exhausts are up here. Very neat. Okay, and then you can see the treads. They look very modern. It is flatted out, but that's actually realistic. Go outside, look at a car. The tires have flat spots because rubber bends and flexes. Only trains don't really have deformed wheels. Alright, let's go these photos before we continue on with the thing. I tried to pull from different sources. Alright, so you'll have to decide for yourself if that looks right or not. Here's just a good old side view. Now we can really match up the lines here. Look at that, the hood line, the roof line, the tail. I gotta say, it looks pretty good. The wheels, considering they're 64 times smaller than usual, they actually look pretty good. They don't look super fat from this distance at least, but we'll see what happens when we bring it closer to the camera. Oh, actually, I got a whole bunch of other photos because I do like this car. Top view, let's see. Yeah, I got the venting there. So, one thing I am noticing is this ridge is inset like a panel cut. Maybe that is a panel cut. This is a really tiny line. So, okay, maybe that's good. I like that, you know, you can see right into the interior because of the whole skylight, clear roof kind of thing. Got the red thing there. Now you'll notice these two grooves. I got a photo coming up for that later. Alright, so that's it for that one. Let's do the rear 3/4. This has the old wheel covers, I guess the debut wheel covers. I think there's 3 different wheel covers now. I think I have a different photo here, just to see how the exhausts are. They're on the top, but the bottom side of the diffuser. I'm not aware of another car that does that. Please leave a comment, because I don't really follow automotive news. I just like collecting small models. Alright, and then, yeah, so another thing, if you guys actually know a lot about cars, is there any other car that has a seamless wing? These little things here are wings, but there's no brake. So I don't know how that's happening. I mean, carbon fiber, good carbon fiber should flex infinitely. That's why Boeing airplanes and Airbus wings and stuff are carbon fiber. But I don't know, it just seems interesting that a production car would have that. Granted, this is not a mass-produced vehicle by common standards, but please leave a comment if anything does that in the automotive realm, or maybe motorcycles or something like that. I think it's cool. It's getting sci-fi, right? Just having seamless moving parts. Alright, let's start on this side today. So, the wheel covers, they do look like the ones I'm familiar with, at least, and you got some indication of the slotting that you would find in there. The center cap there looks like it has a silver dot. It is like recessed as well back there. And then you'll notice the thing stays in place as it should, but the wheel will spin. And look how thin those spokes are. They're painted silver from our view, but I think they're black over in there, so that's pretty neat. Hold on, where's that flashlight? Always misplacing stuff. Oh, that's way too bright. I think there's a brake caliper in there, so that's why I want to bust out the flashlight here. I'm gonna get my hand here. Oh boy, I don't know. You guys can probably see it better than I can. I'm using a Galaxy A7 phone here, so the screen isn't too big. I won't really know what I'm seeing until I look it up on a regular computer. But I would have to assume there's a brake system back there, being LCD models. Naturally, the back is much easier to see. We have like a silver caliper near the door, and then, well, let me zoom in on this one. Maybe we'll go back to the front one as well. Well, some sort of cross-drilling indication. Oh boy, that's so wobbly. That's the pulse of my hands. You can see I'm painting models all the time. You can see the nastiness of my fingers. You know, I gotta say the tires, they're not as bad as usual. I think the Utopia has worse tires than this. You really shouldn't see tread blocks from the side of a hypercar tire. But anyways, yeah, you can see the brake thing doesn't really spin. Here, yeah, I can see some indication of those drillings in the rotor. It's just, I guess, oh, maybe that is the caliper right there. Probably right there you can see that silver caliper. So it is there. Oh boy, my camera's having a hard time with the shininess, going from shiny to black. Anyways, this little shape here is the pop-out mirror. That's why you don't see, mirrors, which is great, because if you drop this, I'm guessing not much is going to break. You might chip the paint, but nothing's going to break off. That's a pretty shallow vent. No paint in there. This is quite interesting how that goes down. Now this, I do feel there should be black paint because it's on the top surface. LCD, come on. You guys gotta add some black paint. You're making premium priced models here, so let's continue on. The front tire, yeah, it's not so bad, I guess. You'll notice the gappiness of this rear tire. Hold on here, I gotta go back to that side photo. I guess it's not drastically bad. It should be a little tighter. Something does seem odd here, though. Look at the fender wheel well here. It looks like it's too close to the tire here. It almost looks like it's not a circle or a slot. Like it's an ovoid shape right here. So the tire looks a little odd resting in this. Gappy, tight, gappier, gappy, right? So I don't know what happened there. Interesting. Alright, going to the front. Headlights, they look pretty good. I think they actually might be plastic, yeah, well, clear plastic. And you got some sort of molded details to look like the LED segments there. There's little sensor dimples there. Yeah, there probably should be black paint in there too, but those are pretty small, so I can accept that not being there. I think those might also, well, I don't know if there should be black paint there. The wiper blade is raised, painted black. The black of the window seems to be, it's so smooth. I don't know if it's on the outside surface or not. I feel like it is on the outside, because if you can see, it's black here and that's clear. If it was on the inside surface, it wouldn't be on the same plane as this windscreen. So the black paint, even though it's on the outside, it's very thin and it looks very good. Sorry for the crazy reflection of my LED up there. This is kind of unfair. I'm magnified 4 times here, so. But we gotta get a good look at this thing. So I just want to check this side of the model here. Looks pretty good. Oh, that's fine. And then for you toy collectors, which you should really stop asking for this feature, rolling. Why do you need to do that? Why is that so important to people that are older than 3 years old, which are what the age recommendation is for Hot Wheels? I say that because it really limits a realistic model, having it roll like that. Alright. So we got some black here, of course, a little bit, maybe not so much there, but really tiny offset there, probably venting. And then pretty tiny red printing for these taillights. This is a toothpick, you know, so that's meant to go into the gap of your teeth, and that red is, you know, not much bigger. I really like these exhausts and the heat shielding again. Really cool. Alright, nice to see something written in the license plate. And then I guess that's it for the back. There's some sort of dimples there. I don't know what those are, but oh, they're probably for lights for the license plate. And then yeah, you already saw the slits there, so it makes sense that there's no panel gap there, because there isn't on the real car. Alright, going to the roof, we got this really fine pattern here for the grille. It's very well done. And then the red brake light there looks pretty nice. Some sort of venting going down in there. It's not open though, but that's fine. I don't know what these are. This is a hybrid car to my recollection, so I don't know if those are gas tank ports. Maybe one charges, one is for fuel. Or maybe this is an all-electric car. Sorry, I'm just not going to say anymore because I can't remember. So the top here, yeah, very nice. You know, the smoothness of the black. The panel gaps look pretty nice because it's plastic. And then you can just see right into the interior. I don't even need a flashlight. So you got the red seatbelt buckles there and the side seats. Even the driver's seat there has a red seatbelt buckle. The steering wheel, it's got the stalks there for the turn signals and wiper blades. Some venting there in the front of the dashboard. I don't know what these would be though. I wonder if those are TV screens for the mirrors. Maybe. But what do they want to stick up? Maybe they raise up when the car turns on. Wow, that's cool. There's a blue decal of some sort. Reminds me of like Kit, you know, Knight Rider. It almost looks illuminated in this light. That's really neat. So whatever color choice they chose on these decals, very good, because it actually looks like it's on. Impressive. Very impressive. I have no idea what's written on those things, but I mean, that's still pretty cool. Now I'm trying to find indication of something in the instrument gauges. Oh, I think this says 200, or because I think this car goes 250 miles per hour or something. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Hold on here. I don't think I can zoom in anymore. Oh wait. Alright, so my bad. Now I'm at 4 times magnification. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that says 200. That's neat. I think that's the first time I've ever actually seen a speed indicated. well, you know, if you ignore dials. And there's plenty of models with dials, but that's an actual text number. That's quite interesting. The simple things. All right. Are those gas pedals and brake pedals? Let's see. The pedals. You know, the distortion of this window makes it really kind of tough. I do kind of feel like, see right there? That's the gas, the brake. I don't think this car would have a clutch pedal, right? Alright, so then the driver's seat has some silver bolsters there on the side. I don't know if the steering wheel itself has any sort of logo. I don't think so. It's just black. Looking from the front, you got some sort of aqueduct detail in the side seats. And then, yeah, you see this driver's seat on the left top? I'm gonna guess that's where the seatbelt comes out of it. Interesting. I'm trying to look behind those seats now, any sort of engine detail, but I guess not. Nope, I guess we're not gonna see that. Oh, and then look, the front badge. I totally missed it because it's so shiny. So I think that's almost legible. I'm still at 4 times magnification. It's close. Maybe it's not legible. Again, I'm looking through a mobile phone screen. It was very shiny. Might be a foil sticker of some sort. The rear, does it say? It's supposed to be a McLaren written right in the middle here. Right around there. And I kind of feel like, well, you know what? It's so far in there. Maybe that's why they skipped it. I feel though they could have maybe made a foil sticker and put it on there. So that is missing for sure. But I guess I'd rather have on the front than the back if I could only choose one. Comparison time. So here's the LCD model of the XP5, which is a prototype for the McLaren F1, the greatest road car ever made. That's just an opinion, but I'm right. Okay. Then we have the LCD model, the 600 LT. I forget the commenter's name, but someone left a comment saying you should try this brand several years ago, and I did. And this thing is awesome. Even though I think this is a pretty ugly car, it's executed very well, except for the truck tires again. I mean, the Alcantara interior is really over the top. Look at this carbon fiber, so smooth, very cool. Anyways, very well done. And so that's why I like LCD, except for that Utopia. And I do have to throw out this brand here, because I was quite surprised by these guys. It's called CM Model, and obviously it's a pretty crazy paint job. But it was well done. Just look at it. You can obviously look up the reviews of any of these things. But besides the fact that this model looks nice, it comes with a second set of wheels, and they're very easy to replace. They just peg into the bottom. This is the best wheel swap system I'm aware of in 164. Very unlike BM Creations, which makes you take the thing apart and do all sorts of weird stuff. So yeah, I like this brand. It's just I don't like the models that they make, like the subject matter. But whenever they do make a car that I like, I'm gonna have to go and try that brand again. So just throwing that stuff out there for you to expand your collection there, or just save money, because do you guys find McLarens attractive? I only find this really attractive, and even though this is my favorite car ever, it's more about its function. I guess it's an okay looking car, but it's the function and the performance of it that I enjoy more than the actual appearance. But these two, oof, man, not pretty. Just my opinion again. Alright, so it's a rare occasion that I actually end a video in a good mood in the 164. All my other non-164 videos are generally positive. But this hobby, for some reason, just angers me very often. But today is not that day, because the LCD model made a flawless one. I saw no defects whatsoever on this. The only strange choice is, these whole tread blocks that you see on the side of a car. I don't know why, if that's something people are asking for. But, if you just look at a car outside, you really don't see the tread blocks. So unless it's a crazy truck. But yeah, that dashboard, that's really appealing. The 200 and the fact that the dashboard actually looks on. Yeah, it's just the design of the car and the execution of the model. So very good. Highly recommend this one. This is a really unfair comparison. I'll just throw it out there because this was probably cost me $3 probably, maybe less, maybe $1 where you live. But I gotta say, it's pretty impressive. I mean, for it's almost, is it actually 164? It's really close. It's a little bit shorter. I added the black paint into those vents. I guess that, well, I'm not even going to criticize the lack of black paint on this particular model because the vents are so small. But the Utopia, it just doesn't look good because there's so many vents and some of them are kind of large without black paint. Alright, well, thank you for watching today. We'll see you the next time around. Bye.